Hey guys, ForTheAfro Reviews here, and today I'll be reviewing Chapter 149 and 150 of Black Clover. I apologize for being late. Last week was super hectic, did not have time to make a review, so just doing a double review this week. Hopefully I will not have to do that again in the near future. In the beginning, we have a Lich who is possessed by someone else, but it's Lich's body. I'm just going to call him Lich, but the situation still kind of confuses me. So Lich here is talking about how he was only able to manage to revive three other elves, Fauna, Veto, and Lyre. And I guess they were just possessing other human bodies as well. That's how they were working. That's why Fauna now is, normal and actually are Fauna. They share the same name, which makes that a little confusing. But Fauna is now regular Fauna. I guess they just murdered whoever Veto is, possessing. And then Lyre is still in his human body. We then come back to Lich, who is sacrificing Baltos and Sally and Radace. He's just effortlessly, and they're all saying, like, I thought we were your allies, kind of freaking out and stuff, and it looks like they're dead. I don't get it. Like their bodies are kind of charred, and it looks like their spirits came out, but everyone else seems to be getting possessed, and that their normal bodies are fine. So I don't know if something different is going on with them as compared to everyone else in the Magic Knights who are getting possessed, but it's kind of what I'm leaning towards. We then cut to Rill, who's, the Azu Deer, whatever, captain who does the painting magic. He's kicking ass, and everyone's, like, kind of amazed by how strong he is. And then people start getting possessed by the elves as well. Like, everyone in the White Knights, Demon Eye, whatever, starts getting possessed by elves, which is crazy. The light from this is seen all across the Clover Kingdom. Even Henry and everyone back in the Black Bull base is seeing this. So it's a pretty big event. It's at this point we see Gouch and his sister actually get hit by, like, the possession light. So I think anyone that's, like, distantly related to the elves makes a good candidate to be reincarnated into the elves, because he looks just like one of the elves in, like, Lich's flashback, or one of Lich's flashbacks. I'm not sure if either he's, like, the literal reincarnation and now, like, that person's consciousness is being put into this body, or if, like, if Gouch is, like, literally an ancestor of that same guy, and now that guy's being reincarnated into his ancestor's body. I don't know. Not a very big difference, but, it's curious. Anyway, people are getting possessed all over the place. We get a really cool shot of, like we see the kingdom and all these lights hitting a bunch of different places, but there's a lot of lights, so I wanted to just, like, emphasize that there's a lot of elves coming back right now. And the two possessions that really just hit me right in the heart, the two of my favorite characters, Rill and Luck, both getting possessed. Like, son of a bitch! Maybe I'll get a chance to like some other characters a lot more now that some of my favorite characters are being possessed. Even Lyre is being hit by this light, which kind of confused me at first, but I think it's just that his normal power of elf whatever is being returned to him, even though his consciousness is already in this human body, if that makes sense. So poor Mimosa is in the room with the Lich lookalike that, like, walked out of the light, as well as Yuno and Klaus and the glass guy, and those three are all possessed. All three of them are possessed, so it's just Mimosa standing there like, what the hell is going on? They're all, like, calling her trash and not her friend and shit. In the N149, we see a shot of all the possessed mages, like, just wielding their magic in, like, really high capacities that they usually wouldn't be able to do, and just being like, be gone, humans, like, ready to just annihilate them all instantaneously. No warning, no, like, hey, I'm an elf now, like, no, just instantly, like, drew their magic, ready to fight. So it's a pretty intense ending, and in 150 we get a lot of action, and I'm glad that, they kind of, like, play with that a little bit. So chapter 150 starts with Noel's group, and Luck and, I cannot remember, I think he's, like, the Sand Mage from the Golden Dawn. They're both possessed. So Noel and the Cherry Blossom Mage, he's like the vice captain of something. I don't remember exactly where he's from, but he fought Asta in, like, the Royal Knight selection thing. So those two are both fine, but they're fighting alone against these two elves. And Luck immediately tries to kill Noel. He, like, shoots an arrow, and, like, it's insanely strong, but he misses because he's like, oh, I'm rusty or something like that. This is when Cherry Blossom guy uses his cherry blossoms and makes it, like, crazy, and hard to see and sense magic and whatnot. And then he says, like, tries to give Noel kind of a pep talk, like, he is not who he was a second ago. Defend yourself now. Like, we're gonna die. So Noel does her dragon's nest thing, the big water defense spear, and then Luck's arrow comes through and just annihilates through all of it. Like, they managed to not die, but it's not looking good. Luck is, like, dominating them, and the Sand guy hasn't even done anything yet. He's just kind of standing around right now. Like, so the elf power-up is enormous. We already knew it'd be pretty big, but this is ludicrous. We then see Luck clad in his new lightning armor. He has, like, horns now, and his boots have, like, spikes on them. He looks way cooler, in my opinion. The coat's, like, down to here. I would put it on the screen, but it's kind of like a weirdly cropped picture. I don't know. So after this, we get Noelle, who's noticing that the quality of magic hasn't changed. So my prediction in the last chapter, or my last review, not the last chapter, was that they now have like their elven magic. Is that's what Lich had when he got reborn, and that's why he was so much different. But it turns out their magic is the exact same. It's just they have way more of it because they're going into elf potential. I'm not sure exactly how this is working here. Once I get a more concrete idea, these reviews are going to go a lot smoother. But until then, I'm real lost. Luck is kicking ass. That's the bottom line. It's kind of hard to tell because we haven't got a lot of focus on the elf characters, but I think Luck is possessed by Lich's brother, or Lich's, like, the little kid that was looking up to Lich, who was about to get his Grimoire and stuff. I think if he's not the one that's in the second Lich body, I think that he's in this body, like the little brother, because he looks really familiar. Yeah, it looks like an elf that we know. And then he asked Noelle, "Are you royalty?" Like he seemed really interested. And when she says yes, I think he's gonna try to murder the crap out of her even more than he already is. So that could get a little dangerous. Kind of wish Asta was there to fight with Noelle right now, Jesus. So we cut back to the group that's confronting Lyre, and now Lyre is much stronger, and he's saying that he knows because he is a liar that Asta was telling the truth. He's being totally sincere when he was talking about why can't we all just understand each other and this kind of stuff. But he's like basically saying that reality is too cruel to let that happen, and that way back when the guy that Lich befriended, you know, with the light magic, the guy who originally had the light magic in the flashback, he said that he wasn't lying either. But look what happened. So obviously it's not just going to be that simple. And then he starts using two different kinds of magic at once, which is batshit crazy. Even cooler, he's using light and dark magic at the same time. Mary Alona and Asta kind of have a moment where she's saying, like, see, it's not that easy. Like I was telling you earlier, man, he's not just going to understand you. And Asta's like, well, I'll beat the crap out of him and make a path where we can understand each other then, you know? I'll figure it the fuck out. So they start fighting and whatnot, and then Lyre starts using spatial magic and light magic in conjunction. So he has all these like spatial magic holes open, and he's using light magic to like zip between them way faster than they can tell, which is OP combination. Combining magic with his copy magic is so overpowered, especially now that his elf power is back. He's gonna be the coolest one to take down out of like the three really strong guys in the White Knight Demon Eyes group, I think. And then we end the chapter here with a giant panel of Rill breaking in, and he's on this crazy, like, they look like worm dragons, basically, and they're all shooting different kinds of magic. It's absolutely insane. Rill is already so overpowered, I can only imagine, like, how strong he is with the elf stuff, since his painting magic lets him do different attributes as well. So now they have two insanely strong elf-possessed enemies that can use different magic attributes simultaneously. How are they going to win? Like, this is going to be an insane fight. I'm really excited to see where this goes. As confusing as the past couple of chapters have been, I am really, really excited for the like, combat developments that are going to come from that confusion. Like, all these elves possessing people and, like, seeing people who were our friends fighting our allies, you know, and stuff. That's going to be really cool to see how their abilities match up, because I love that in tournament arcs in Shonen. That's one of the reasons I love them, because people who usually wouldn't fight do fight. So seeing that kind of implemented again right after we already got kind of a tournament arc for more matchups is cool. I like that personally. I can see why some people would have a problem with it, and I gotta say that this chapter didn't really help any of the confusion for me. Anyway, that's pretty much it for me, guys. Like, comment, subscribe if you enjoyed the video. If you're still around, I really appreciate it. I am sorry again for being late. I will try my best not to let that happen again. If anything, I want to start being more on time. So, you know, look forward to that, hopefully. Fingers crossed. Yeah, so until next time, guys. See ya.